Select Sires is a unique company. We provide bovine genetics to our dairy and beef farmers across the world to try to improve their genetics as well as provide services and products. When people drive by our facilities here in Plain City, all they really see is the buildings and the walls. They really can't see the animals. And that's unfortunate, but we are held to a biosecurity level in which we have to keep, regulations in which we are under, and we need to be able to comply to those so we can ship our product to everywhere in the world and help farmers across the world. Well, back in 2010, I was at a conference in which animal welfare became really a big buzzword at that time. And now there's a presentation by a group that was a third-party audit organization. And I thought that was a very good idea, considering that we do have auditing that we have within our system already, but it's kind of self-audited. And I thought it'd be better to have a third party to come out and look at us, and they can give us a true evaluation and make sure we're doing things the best that we possibly can.
Validus is a third-party auditing firm. Our specialty is third-party on-farm audits. In today's world, as farms are being more and more transparent with consumers, we provide that service to come in and audit to them to a set of standards or guidelines to verify that they're doing what they say they do.
One of the main reasons we picked Validus is because the people involved in making the audit tool were world-renowned when it came to animal welfare, and we wanted that backing. We wanted to be scrutinized by the best.
Select Sires was very progressive from that standpoint, saying, you know what, the current industry audits do not fit what we offer and the type of business setup model that we have. So they went out and developed their own. And for them to have that forward thinking, to say, we understand we deal with animals every day and we need a set of standards and guidelines that we follow and that our employees follow every day, was very essential to the building of a third-party audit for them. It's really made up into a couple phases. First is documentation and records. Any audit that we do, you have to have documentation. You have to document what you're doing and then prove that you're doing it. So standard operating procedures, daily records, checklists that they fill out on a daily basis. But more importantly, the real emphasis of any animal welfare audit is the animal observations.
When we do have a Validus audit, they come in typically for a day and a half. They will visually look at every animal we have here on the facility, evaluate their body condition score. They'll look at locomotion score, just how are they walking around, how is their feet. And then they'll look at hygiene, are they clean, are they dirty? And then they'll evaluate us on all those things. Validus, during their inspection, not only just looks at the animals and talks to employees, they evaluate our protocols we have in place and make sure our standard operating procedures are to the maximum that they can be.
I think the biggest change that we've seen in the third-party audits with Select Sires that they have implemented over time, over the last several years of having these audits completed, is the structure, the facilities that they've invested in. The importance of adequate housing for these animals are to ensure safety, number one. Safety for the animal itself and safety for the employees that are handling these animals.
The facilities we have here are vast, meaning that we've been in business for over 50 years, so we have any kind of generation. There's always the way to build a barn, and we have each one of those. And some of the older buildings we're trying to retrofit to handle the animals that we have nowadays, the modern day animal. Some of the facilities we have to discontinue use because of safety and environmental issues for the animals. But anything that new that we build is going to be as modern as you can get. There's temperature control, there's curtains are temperature controlled, fans are temperature controlled, mats are put everywhere so these animals are putting their foot on a solid surface that they have good traction on.
I think the key to animal welfare and any herd health plan is ensuring that the animal at the end of the day is comfortable and that the farmer is doing what they possibly can to make sure that that animal has access to to clean bedding, feed and water, the essentials to life, the 5 freedoms that we talk about all the time. And it's our right and responsibility to ensure that those animals are taken care of properly every day.
Our employees on a daily basis interact with every one of the animals that we have here on this facility. We constantly monitor how much feed their intake. That is done on an individual basis in every building, no matter if it's new or old. Again, water, make sure we have constant water source for every one of the animals, and then daily bedding, changing, and that kind of thing that happens at every facility to make sure they have the best housing that they can have and their comfort level as high as it can be.
As producers, it's our right and our responsibility to make sure that we're taking care of animals on a daily basis. How do we prove that to folks that buy our product, and how do we prove that to the consumers as the city grows up around Select Sires? I'd say the first step is by their daily care, the employee training that they go through, ensuring that animals have access to feed, water, clean bedding.
As every farmer around the world knows, the better care you take care of your animals, the better care that they will take care of you. And we have that philosophy here at Select Sires. We try to implement that every day, and because of that, those bulls do sign our paychecks, and we're extremely grateful for that, and we're going to continue to do that on a daily basis.
Select Sires, your success, our passion.